Do not say that. I don't care. I don't care. Do not make. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 23, Sunset. And last episode, um, the rumbling is going on, and then all the Titans that Zeke turned were defeated basically by everybody. And we saw Commander Pixie for the last time. He got killed. So yeah, that was sad. Yeah, basically that was it. Yeah, the guy was debating like, how we supposed to stop Eren? You know, because he's doing all of this to protect us. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know where this is going. So before we get into this episode, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, but yeah, please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/filmmini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Oh yeah, and he came back. Duh. How could I forget that? Thrust. Oh, isn't this the girl that was in the same? Wasn't she in the same thing with Annie? Oh, Sasageo. I haven't heard that in such a long time. Oh yeah, Hitch. Yep, she's awake. Oh, she left? Right? That must mean she left, right? Those are footprints, aren't they? She in the bathroom? Yeah, Mimi. Oh, she's just in the dark. Sitting there in the dark. What is on here? What's she gonna do? What the freak? Woo! Before it's too late? She got so why did I rumbling? Yo, I want to look up the lyrics to the song, and I don't know, it just coming for you. It made me feel sad for Eren. I don't know, especially this part. I never wanted to be the king. I swear. I don't know. It just made me sad for him. Yeah, he's making me sad. Okay. Episode 82. Sunset. What sunset? She could hear everything. So when Armin is there and everything, I know, right? Armin, yeah, he kept visiting her. But Eren. I never did think about how the Titan's awakening will kill people inside the world. Oh, this is the dude that I saw. Wow. I beat him up. Yes, it is, clearly. What changed? I wonder what changed them. So she's gonna try to stop Aaron. See, it's that kind of thinking that makes you okay to kill other people. Wasn't this Reiner's parents? Oh, there he is. And you want to save these people? I don't know, man. So for the sake of attorney, let other people mistreat you and trample you and whatnot. I'm like, whatever, man. He's gonna be alive until then. Did you shoot him? Oh yeah, on the rooftop. Why would you want guy be stressed? How? She's going with him. Do not say that. I don't care. I don't care. Do not make. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did that girl take it? Oh yeah, she saved her. So you're friends now? Can someone take this dude out? You think? You think that's swapping it out? So he's what the heck, man? Uh-oh. I paused it, but it seems like it wasn't done. I thought it was done. Oh, Levi! Stop it. No, continue. Levi! I knew he was alive. I knew he was alive, but what does Hunty want with these two? Why is she approaching them? The first thing that came into my mind was that, okay, Levi is hurt. I don't know if they have the serum or whatever that turns people into Titan. If they still do, then she's gonna inject, or maybe he already did inject him with the thing. Oh no, when you inject it, then that's when you turn, right? I don't know, whatever. That he's gonna turn into Titan, and then he peak, and then he's gonna become the card 10. But for some reason, I don't want Diva to turn into 10 like ever. I just want him to be the cool person that he is, till the end of this show. There were so many things happening in this episode that I don't know if I can keep track of all the intricacies, of all the different stuff that's going on in this show. Like, everybody's feelings when it comes to the rumbling and stuff. Like, I don't know. There's so much going on. Okay, let's start with Annie. Annie woke up. Well, we started with Hitch. They were getting people out of the rumble. I never thought about the casualties of the walls breaking down and those 10, being activated and whatnot. I never thought about that part of it. I just saw them were marching. I thought they were just gonna march toward, the rest of the world and kill them. But it didn't cross my mind that there was gonna be actual casualties inside the walls on the island when it comes to them marching on. But there are people getting crushed and dying, and they found a survivor, and that's when Hitch came in. And then they brought the survivor in, and then we see these two factions basically going at each other. That Eren killed their people, you know, the people getting crushed and everything is Eren's fault. And then you have the other faction that's on Eren's side that's saying, you have the rest of the world trying to kill us. And with this rumbling going on, then we are going to be safe though. So if few people dying, it's okay. And so you see both sides of the thing like clashing. And then Hitch notices the water and everything, and she notices where it came from. She knows it must be Annie. She goes after Annie, and he's like in this room by herself, dark room by herself. She comes in, Eren jumped her, but she was weak, so he basically took over. And then Hitch was tying her up and was gonna bring her back to the basement, and she called out for help, but then Annie's like, stop, I already cut myself, so I can change the time whenever I want to. And then I'm here asking myself, like in my mind I'm thinking, once you cut yourself, then you change like immediately. That's what I was thinking. But then she's like, I already cut myself, so I can change whenever I want. And I'm trying to remember an occasion where someone cut themselves and then they were just waiting for however long before they can activate. Now that I said it, I don't know. I guess they can activate it, because I was thinking about Ymir, when they were on the top of the castle or whatnot, and then she cut herself. It's not that she changed immediately, or did she? I think she did. I think she was jumping off the thing, and then she cut herself, and then she changed. So yeah, I didn't. It never crossed my mind that they can cut themselves and then just wait for whenever they want to change to times. In my mind, I'm always thinking, you cut yourself and then you change. So it's like when she said that, I'm like, okay. So I guess that's the thing that they can do. I just maybe happened before, but my mind can't recall an instance where that happened. So she basically, Hitch and her basically came to an understanding about her wanting to go back to Marley, basically to go back to her father. And that's when she was going through her backstory. She was the product of an affair between a woman and an alien. She was abandoned. Her foster father found her and was training her to become a warrior, to basically give himself a better life. And just the brutal training that she went through after she made warrior or whatever. She beat her father senseless, I guess, broke his leg and whatnot. And the father laughed and was happy with that. She basically grew up thinking that all life are meaningless, so she was okay with killing anybody and everything. And she said it wasn't until she was about to leave, she made warrior and she was about to leave and come to paradise to enact their plan and whatnot, that her father basically made her promise to come back to him, and that's when she realized that her father basically cared about her as his daughter and whatnot. So she made the promise. So that's been basically what's guiding her when it comes to all the things that she did. She's doing everything that she can to be alive and go back to her father. And then she's like, if I have to do everything again just to go back to my father, I would. And I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you caring about this one person. I guess it makes sense that since she doesn't have anybody else, that's the one connection that she has. So she's willing to protect at any cost. But I'm like, it's having that kind of mentality is also, I don't know, man. You having that one track mind is making it okay for you to kill other people who also have families, who also have connections. So it's like, you know, yes, love your family, love all of that, but don't be killing other people because of your love for I don't know if you guys trying to understand what I'm trying to say. If it was some kind of okay, these people, if it was some kind of self defense thing and you kill other people for self defense to protect your family, I understand that. But you're going trying to get back to your father, and that makes it okay for you to kill other people. I don't do not agree with that. But okay, so they're making their way there. So that was the any part of this. And then you have Armin. Armin has decided to go with Gabby to go to Connie and convince him not to feed Falco to his mom. And Mikasa was asking him if like, is he really gonna convince Connie not to do that? And he's like, yeah, I have to. That everything depends on Gabby. That Gabby is the key to basically control the cart and the and Reiner. And I'm like, I know Reiner and Gabby are siblings. So okay, Gabby's safety, I guess. I don't know, maybe I guess it's possible that I don't know. I know there's a connection between the cart and Gabby. Like they care about each other and everything, but I still don't know exactly what he's trying to do when it comes to Gabby and how he's gonna be able to use Gabby against Reiner and the car in the Cartine Peak. But that's where his mind is right now. And then Mikasa's there not knowing what she has to do. Armin told him about going and helping Jean. And okay, that was one thing. But then she asked like, what about Eren? And then that's when Armin lost it. And he's like, there's all these things happening, there's chaos. So like he's just losing it at her. And then at the end of it, he's like, I'm sorry. And then when he went back to Erwin, and I'm like, he's gonna be like, Erwin should have been the one to be whatever. And I'm like, maybe strategically, yeah, Erwin would have been the better person to live, so that he can better strategize about how to approach things and everything. But Armin is my dude, so him being alive, like y'all know my reactions when he came to that episode. Like I was super crying. I was ugly crying when I thought he died, and I was ugly crying when he was brought back. So I'm never gonna agree that it would have been better for Armin to die. Okay, that's just me. I feel like Armin, when situations come at him like that from all directions, he gets overwhelmed. But as time passes, as he processes everything one by one, he comes up with a great strategy, So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hear you say that, but then he said it, so yeah. And then Gabby said goodbye to Kaya, the hugged. And so you have Kaya and Armin going after Connie. And then at the end there, you see Connie and Falco on this horse going toward his village. And Falco has a short-term memory loss. Miranda said it, that after the first transformation, you have some kind of memory loss. So that's what's going on with him. He doesn't know that Connie is leading him to his mom to feed him to his mom. And Connie is making it seem like he's just helping him go back home, I guess. So it's like, But then Connie is like, no, Connie, Falco is like, Connie looks familiar to him. He just can't quite place him. But then Connie is acting like he doesn't know him. So he's like, okay, if he doesn't know me, then that means I don't know him either. So they're making their way there, and I'm thinking, okay, when exactly is he gonna recover his memories? Is um is he gonna recover his memories before he got? They try to feed him to the mom. Is Armin gonna get to Connie before that happens? Is Gabby, is Falco seeing Gabby? Is that what's gonna jog Falco's memories? I don't know how all of that's gonna happen. So yeah, there's that. And then you have what's this dude's name? The one that trained the cadets. You know, he's there. They heard a gunshot. He's there, and the other cadets were there with him, and they were like, he needs to leave, you know, because the Uyghurs and Flock and the others would come after him and try to kill him. He's like, you know, I'm too old for this. I don't care. He's basically telling the cadets to fake being on the Uyghurist side so that they can live. And then maybe by the time they revolt against the Uyghurists, they're not going to lose themselves along the way or something or other like that. So there's that going on. And then you have Flucker. Oh my gosh. He shot this dude's hand. And Jean was there. And it's like, why are you doing this? He's basically trying to convince the volunteers to join in with the Uyghurists, with Aaron's plan and everything. And then when the guy that he shot, whose hand he shot, was like, I will never, and then he shot him. And I'm like, Sean was shocked. I was like, I'm so done with Flock. I just wish somebody would take him out. Because his face, I've never liked him ever since that episode where he first showed up, you know, where he was the only survivor of Zeke's attack and all that. I've never liked him. And him being all radicalized, basically, with Aaron's ideals and belief. And he said that Aaron told him his plan 10 months ago and whatnot. And he's been helping Aaron to accomplish his goals and whatnot. He basically told the volunteers that Aaron is going to crush their homeland, which is something that they believed when they joined up with Paradis. In their mind, they were going to work together to basically reclaim their homelands and whatnot. And now you're telling them that Aaron is going to crush their people. And then you're saying, but it's okay. It was, you know, just join up with us. And I'm like, really? You think that's gonna make them join up with you? Aaron killing their people, and you think they're just gonna accept that? And then he killed the dude in front of them, and then he's like, isn't you guys living in this new world that Aaron is creating better than dying for your pride? Aaron, Jean is seeing all of this, and then Flock poses them this question and whatnot, and then he's telling the other Uyghurist to lock them up and, you know, just give them time to think about their options and whatnot. And as they're walking away, you see Onyakopon's face. You see, basically, it feels like hatred in his face when Jean saw it. Flock was telling Jean that now that Aaron has done this, he can just go back to living his peaceful life that he's been wanting to live and wanna ever since, you know, he joined the scouts and all that. And Jean's like, really? Now I can go and live my life? I was slightly confused about Jean in that moment. I'm like, okay, is he really thinking that, okay, now I can go back and live my life? Or is he just like in shock and not believing exactly what was happening in front of his eyes? And then when he saw Onyakopon's face, and then he saw that look of hatred, of resentment in him, And here I'm thinking, Aaron did this just so that he can protect the people inside paradise, the people that are important to him. In the process, you are killing people's family inside paradise, which is creating this, fostering this hatred towards you. And then you have the people outside there that are also the Eldens over there. They also saw when Aaron spoke to them. They also had the same dream. They were trying to convince the Marleyans about what was happening, what was coming. And, you know, they didn't believe them. They were still keeping him in their zones. And then Annie's father was trying to plead their case, right? And this dude wasn't believe them, and then he pulled a gun on them, and then he remembered when he made the promise to Annie about, you know, him seeing her back alive or something or other like that. And then he made it, you know, he tried to grab the gun. I don't know exactly what happened. The gun went off, and that's when we saw it. So I don't know if he took the gun away from the Malay guards or whatnot, or if he got shot and died. I have no clue. But it's like there are so many different feelings when it comes to this whole thing. Aaron trying to protect his people, but in the process killing other people who, and then fostering some more hatred. And then you had the Marleyans there. Even those Marleyans, I'm like the aliens in Star Malay, I just don't get them. Like I really don't. But whatever. They were okay. They are okay with being mistreated and everything just to atone for past sins. I don't know if I would be okay with that. Whatever. I just don't know, man. I don't know how this thing's gonna end. Like on the one hand, I understand Aaron's perspective. You know, everybody else hate the Eldians. They don't want to see us destroyed. So in order to save ourselves, we have to destroy them first. I understand that mentality, but then it's like there's a whole world out there and you want to kill all those people. You know, but then I'm like, what else can he do? What other solutions can there be besides killing all those people? Like I don't believe killing all those people is right. But what other solution is there? You know? And even if you were to kill everybody else, those people have that you killed over there, let's assume that he killed everybody. Okay? You have the people inside paradise whose people died because of the rumbling that are gonna be against Eren. You have the those cadets that are gonna act like, you know, they're in with the Jaegerist, but they're still gonna be against them. You'll have the volunteers whose family, whose homeland has been destroyed, that are gonna be against them. So you are gonna have war. There are gonna be some kind of revolt on Paradise because of what Eren is doing right now. Even if you were to kill everybody else, there's gonna be a revolt, which is gonna create just, how are you gonna live in peace? If you were to kill everybody else and everybody on the rest of the people on, you know, Paradise Island was alive, how are you gonna? There's not gonna be peace. There's gonna be hatred in those people's hearts. So, like, I don't know. Attack on Titan is making me think about all kinds of stuff, and I don't want to think too hard about things. I like to take things like super easy, you know. But this show is just making me like, Thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 24, you can do so by checking out my Patreon. At patreon.com/filmini. And you can also see the full length of this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.